Hi again. We are glad to be here today to talk to you again about business structure. The last time we spoke about the sole proprietorship. Today we're going to talk about partnership. As we talked once before, for legal purposes, you need to structure your business. Whatever kind of business that you have, it could take the form of a sole proprietorship, a partnership, or a corporation. As we said earlier, we spoke of the sole proprietorship in previous segment. Today we'll focus a little bit more about partnership. When we talk about partnership, it means simply that you have to have someone else along with you in the business. It cannot be you alone as a sole proprietorship. Partnership have its advantages and as well as its disadvantages. By having a partner, of course, it gives you another way to have and to raise capital into the business. It's not only you making the decision, you have another person that's helping you making the decision, and that is your partner. A partnership could be more than one person or more than two people, meaning you and someone else. It could be three, it could be four. And having a sizable partnership, the disadvantages is to have someone that comparable to you, someone that you can deal with, someone that you can work with. That would be one of the good advantages of it. But the disadvantages is that if you have someone that you're always having a fight or bickering, that is not a good partnership. A good partner, it's also forming the partnership. It's easy of formation. It's easy to form it. It's not as easy as a sole proprietorship, but it is easy to form. The startup cost is very low. It's not. It's a little bit higher, you would say, than a sole proprietorship. As I mentioned, it gives you additional source for capital investment as you could talk to your partner. You get quite a few possible tax advantage by having a partnership. There are some regulations into having a partnership. That is the reason you have to have an agreement with your partners. That could be the most difficult thing to do is to have a good agreement among your partner. Let's say you have a three or four partner into your venture. And having a partnership gives you a broader management base, meaning you have more knowledge. Some partners could focus on certain things, and you yourself, you could focus on your expertise as your partners focus on their expertise. When we look at the disadvantages of a partner, one thing that rings in mind is liability. You have unlimited liability in a partnership, especially if you're the general partner. And as we talk about the liability in the partnership, another partner can create a liability for the whole partnership, which is another disadvantage, meaning another partner can legally buy another partner without prior approval. That is one of those, you would say, the bad things in a partnership, the disadvantages. Divided authority is another disadvantage because you are not the only one making a decision. You have to consult the other partner to make a decision. It's a little bit difficult to raise capital because all of you in partners need to be in agreeable how we're going to raise capital to have the business going forward. As I mentioned earlier, it is very hard. That is another disadvantage is to find suitable partners that you can work with. If you have a partner that is bickering and fighting and always carrying on, I would not advise you to get into that kind of partnership. One of the disadvantages that I could say is the lack of continuity, especially if you have only, let's say, a partnership of two. If one passes away, that's it. The partnership automatically dissolves. You cannot really pass it's not the lack of continuity, meaning you cannot just sell your partnership to someone else if the partner are not in agreement with that person. You might want to sell someone else your share of partnership, and that someone else is ready to change a lot of things that the other partners are not in agreement with. So that's one of the disadvantages of having a partnership. So these are the things that it is very important to understand business structure as you form a business, as you start a business. Remember, it is for legal purposes, for your taking advantage of your tax benefits, that you want to form your business in a good and proper way as you start your new venture. I thank you for listening to what we were talking about this morning. And if you like and share our program, please subscribe our channel. Thank you again for